just stepping in. Some of you are just finishing up the 40-20 workout, and some of you are coming specifically to foam roll, and that's what we're gonna do. That's why I'm getting my weights out of the way, because we're not using those. No, no, no. We are just using that cute little foam roller that you see in front of you. We're gonna start in about a minute. I wanna make sure I give everybody a chance to get here. I did say 9:20, so I wanna stand on that. And I told you yesterday I had a traditional foam roller, so I also wanted to get that out and show you that I do. Show you what it looks like, and if some of you have one of those, that's completely fine. So use what you have, about 30 seconds to get started. Your hips are going to thank you. Trust me. Actually, your whole body is going to thank you. So you are looking right now, not at me, but you are looking at two foam rollers. One is a traditional, tall, skinny, super foamy. You see those in the gyms, kind of all over the place. The pink one is what we call a trigger point therapy foam roller. That's what you can get at Target today if you went over there, or order on Amazon. I prefer it because if you look closely at this one, it's awesome, but it's nice and smooth, right? And of course, the length of it makes it really good for certain things, but a lot of things it makes it a little trickier. This one is just a little easier to do one side at a time, which is mostly what we do. And if you look at this one, you see the grids. That's what we call this. So when I foam roll on the grid portion, I am actually getting a little bit deeper because of those little contusions. So if it feels like it's too much, then I just shift my body over to the smooth part right here, and I foam roll there. So it gives you just kind of a little bit more dynamic in terms of your rolling, okay? All right, so I'm just gonna move that one to the side, and let's talk about what we're gonna roll today. So we're gonna start in the low back and into the hip, kind of this whole space. Once we get through our low back and our hip, and when I say hip, there's a whole hip complex here, we're gonna specifically work through the glute and the glute medius. And then we're gonna go down the leg, and this is where you're gonna feel it the most, what we call our IT band. Your IT band is a strong sheath that connects your hip to your knee and your knee to your ankle. So you can imagine why it gets so tight. It has a lot of work to do, right? We got our hips moving around, and then our knees are trying to stabilize, and then our ankles are moving, and that IT band is connecting all of that together. It is a busy, busy place on your body, and it just gets overworked. So let's work on it. Let's start by sitting on your foam roller, okay? And whether you have a big one or a small one, it doesn't matter. I want you to sit on it, and I want you to sit on, let's start together on our right glute, okay? So I'm gonna sit on my right glute, and that means my left glute is on it, but it's over to the side. So my right is kind of dead center, okay? And now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take my body, I'm on my right side, I'm just gonna slightly turn towards the right a little bit. Hello, you're not gonna help the people here, Duke, so you're gonna have to move over. So I started sitting straight, and now I just slightly turn over to the right. Like I'm just gonna sit and watch a picnic, or watch a movie, or watch a TV show. And now what I feel is, I feel kind of that dead center of my rear end, right on that foam roller. And what we learned yesterday is that rule number one, we move slowly, okay? We move slowly. So what I'm gonna start to do right now with my right hand behind me, okay, you gotta go lay down, goodbye, go. With my right hand behind me, I'm just gonna, and my left hand just kind of establishing this space over here. I'm just gonna slowly roll up the side of my hip. Relax the leg a little bit, see how I bend my knee? 1 inch per second. 1 inch per second. I'm gonna keep moving my feet. Now I'm gonna get far enough where I come down to my forearm. I'm right up to the top. And I'm gonna roll back. And I can stay down here on my forearm and do it, or I can come back up to my hand. But I'm rolling 1 inch per second, trying to relax that muscle. Here's the tricky part, is you end up tightening sometimes the things that you're trying to roll and relax. And that's just a natural response that your body has. I need you to try to relax it and let it go, okay? So I'm going back again. And again, I'm just slightly rotated to the side. Just slightly. Rolling through the glute, getting to about the hip bone area, and then I'm gonna push right back up. So we're just focusing on the glute medius. And again, I might come to my forearm a little bit and turn just a little bit more. So you get the angling kind of as you move through it, you kind of figure out where you need to be. Oh boy, and then remember the second thing we talked about yesterday is you're gonna get to spots that feel lumpy and bumpy. So right here, I feel a twinge or like a zinger. That's where I'm gonna stop for a moment. I don't wanna roll past that yet. And what I can do is some cross fiber, like we talked about yesterday, moving side to side on that, on that little spot. Or you can just stop on it and breathe. Relax it as much as you can and then roll past it. Okay, let's do one more time through the glute. And again, you can go deeper into the center of your glute if you want. Most of us have a little bit more of that tightness right on the side edge of the glute or the glute medius. Oh boy, yeah, for sure. Okay, so I'm gonna sit up again. I'm gonna roll one more time through. And you can take your shoes off. Sometimes it's helpful to be able to slide your feet around. And now as I come through this last time, oh, there's a lump. I'm gonna stop. Cross fiber a little bit. Don't ignore the lumps and bumps or the little dots. Just stay with them for a moment. But now when I get to the top of my hip bone, I'm actually gonna sit down on the mat, okay? And I'm gonna take the grid or the foam roller and I'm gonna put it right behind me, but I'm gonna stay slightly angled to the right, okay? So if you look at me, I'll face you. It's over here. I'm going to slightly angle myself to the right. So I'm not sitting straight up, I'm slightly leaned. And now I have it underneath my hip bone, but I'm gonna roll it towards that direction. And what you can do with your hands, there's a couple things. You can bring them across your chest. If it's super sensitive, you wanna put them on the ground to support yourself. Or you can bring them behind your head. You decide. I would suggest you start with them on the ground, lift your butt, and then just start rolling, and we're just rolling that lower back area, just right through the center of that low back. If it seems like it's too much or too hard to get, you can always get a little bit more centered. And again, it's 1 second per inch. Keep it rolling. Coming back down, and so keep going, you guys. I'm gonna turn around. You have your spinal column right here, right? Your spinal column goes to your tailbone. We're trying to do the space between the spinal column and the hip bone. So just where your hip and your low back kind of come together, okay? So that's kind of the space that we're working on. Next week, we'll work on our upper back, our lats. But right now, it's that lower back section. And again, my hand can go to the ground if I want to lift a little bit and help myself out if it feels like it's really tender. And then go ahead and finish this one up and come all the way up. And then let's just switch sides. So before we get too deep into the IT band, we'll just take care of the other side first. If we do everything on one side, it's going to start to get a little too much. So we're going to start by sitting on the grid or the foam roller, whatever you got. And now I'm going to do my left side. So when I sit on it, I'm just gonna take my hand back and slightly turn to the left. And let's see if I'm gonna start this time at the bottom of my hamstring. I'm gonna roll backward. And so I'm kind of going up through that medial glute. 1,000, 1,000. And when I know I got, I just felt one. When I get to those little lumps and bumps, I stop. I maybe go side to side a little. Or maybe just sit on that bump and breathe. And then roll past it. Don't go over it like it's not there. And once I get up to about my hip bone area, I'm gonna come back. This is a short little muscle. So yesterday we worked on our hamstrings and our quads, and they're longer. So we had a little more room for rolling. This is pretty short. You can get up and down your glute medius a few times here without taking too much time. Most of our time today will be spent on our IT band. We'll get there. Okay, 1 second per inch. Keep going up and down a little bit. Remember now this leg, I'm trying to show you, I'm flopping it around. Remember to really relax that leg. Because if you try to hang on to it and grip the muscle, you're not going to get the tension release that you need. Okay, last time through. Ooh, and I'm feeling this one a little bit more laterally, so a little bit more on the edge. So I'm turning a little more sideways. Right up into that piriformis probably, right? Okay, so finish that one up, and let's go ahead now. Turn that down a little bit, and get our back muscle where it attaches. And again, I'm gonna start, let me back up a little bit. I'm gonna start right at the hip bone area. I'm gonna slightly turn toward the left. I can support myself with my hands, bring my butt up, or if I want more intensity, or a deeper roll, I bring my hands to my chest, or I bring my hands behind my head. I'm only rolling up that muscle that sits right next to my spine, right? There's 2 muscles on each side of your spine. I'm on my left one. I'm only going up to about my rib cage, and then I go right back. Oh, and then it gets a little intense for me toward the bottom, so I gotta put my arms down. Okay, and then I'm rolling back and through. Make sure you keep breathing, so really important to breathe. And if you come upon one of those spots, those trigger points, that's why it's called trigger point therapy. If you come on one of those trigger points, you stop on it, you pause, and you release it. Now go ahead and finish that side, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come back over onto my right side, and I'm going to take care of the IT band, okay? So now we got a lot more room here to work with. We are not going to do the IT band below the knee, the outer edge of the calf. We did that yesterday. We did kind of focus on our calf. You can do that when you work on your calves. We're focusing on knee to hip area, the bulk of the IT band and where it gets the most trouble, where it ends up having the more trigger points in that area. So I'm going to start here. I'm going to come completely onto my right side. My forearm is down. I'm going to lift up until I feel it roll to my hip. And now I want you to treat, in fact, I'm going to take this shoe off. I'll take both shoes off. I'm going to treat this right leg like it's dead weight. Okay? So bring your hip up. Treat your right leg like it's dead weight. And your back leg or your left leg, the one that you're not rolling, the best place to put it is in front, and that'll help you kind of move along. So I'm on my right forearm, my left leg is crossed over the top of my right leg, and I'm just going to start rolling the grid down the side of my leg. And you are definitely going to know when you hit a trigger point on your IT band. Okay, and I'm going to have probably, I probably have 10 of them. Oh, I just hit the first one. So I'm going to stop here now. Take a couple breaths. It's a big old bump. It's a big old lump. And I'm going to roll past it. This is not the only time I'm going to come to it. We're going to come do this again. And then just keep going. And I know some of you right now are just going to get tears in your eyes because you're feeling, ow, another bump. And remember, you can cross fiber. Okay, so I'm gonna go back and forth a little on this one. Woo! Baby. And you go down all the way down to your knee area. As soon as you get to your knee, you can start pushing back the other direction. Completely relax that right leg, you guys. I know how much there is stuff going on and you want to tense up. You've got to put that right leg into dead weight category and just let it roll over the grid. When you get to a bump, you stop, you breathe, you don't run away from it. Come on, keep breathing. Keep rolling. I'm on my way back up. I get to my hip. Now I'm going to go back again, down the IT band. You go at your own pace though. Remember, 1 inch per second. Slide it down gently. Think happy thoughts. Think happy thoughts. There's got to be something you can focus on that's better than this. I'm going back up. Oh boy, you guys. Talk about yikes, right? You've got yikes moments going on, I know. Oh. And you know, some of those lumps are so giant, you guys, you feel like you're almost rolling over a speed bump in the road, right? All right, let's switch sides. Now, that was pretty short. You could actually spend much more time on your IT band, but I want to get you to the other side so we can get through it. Okay, so this is important. Sit down sideways, put the grid at the hip, take your back leg and cross it over, take the leg you're going to roll, come to your forearm and straighten that leg out. Okay, so the leg that you're on, left leg is straight, right leg is over the top. Now I'm going to come up to my hip is on the grid, and I'm going to start with the dead weight leg, rolling, shifting my weight, moving through 1 inch per second. Oh boy, there's a spot. I'm going to stop there. I'm going to try not to say a naughty word. And then I'm going to keep going. I'm out of the camera range. When I get to the knee area, I go back. Again, left leg is completely dead weight, you guys. Dead weight. Even your foot. Just keep pushing through. Keep breathing deep. Oh, ow. Cross fiber motion. Ow. And then roll past it. I'm going to do one more time through. Okay, I'm back up to my hip. I'm going to do one more time pass. And this is really tied into your quads too, and why your quads are so messed up. So we did quads yesterday. Yeah, these are sort of playing together, these IT bands and quads. They are overused, that's all. You beat them up, you guys, it's your fault. Is it my fault? Oh, Duke, I know, that's how I feel. Ow. 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 I know. Do you feel sorry for me? Did you come to lick my wounds? You got your own problems, buddy. Okay, sit down here, but don't go, yeah, there. All right, rolling all the way back down with the tail of my face. And there you go. Okay, you guys, that's a 15-minute. These are the things I want you to remember, okay? We went over this yesterday. 1, move slow. 2, pause on the trigger points. The lumps, the bumps, the zingers, the little things that you feel. Stop on them and either let your body weight just sink into them until they roll out, or do a little cross fiber motion, right? And 3, breathe and relax. Relax the muscle that you're on, or it's going to counteract everything you're trying to do. Okay, all those 3 things matter no matter what you're foam rolling. So now we've done our quads, we've done our hamstrings, we've done our calves. We did that in session 1. This session we did kind of that hip complex and the IT band. We'll come back next week and we'll work on rolling our lats and a little bit more in our upper body, our shoulders, our chest, our biceps, those kinds of things. We can roll everything, and it's really good for you. And then I'll show you next week the little ball that you can get for rolling your feet, because really the bottom of everything that you do is your foot, and if you roll your feet, everything else will feel better. Thanks you guys for your fantastic efforts and sticking with it and doing your due diligence to not only exercise hard but also take care of yourself. You've got to take care of that body. You only got one.